Shalom, 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 shalom. This is your brother YaHoWaH Ezra Ben Levy coming at you again with another quick video. I want you to join me in the book of Numbers, the book of Demibar. The Torah portion is Naso, chapter 4, starting at verse 21. Hallelujah. First of all, let me give praise, honor, and glory to the Holy One of Israel, the God of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. To him do we give all the honor and our praise. He is the Holy One of Israel. Besides him, there is no other. Hallelujah. And YaHoWaH spake unto Moshe, saying, take the sum of the sons of Goshen, also by their father's house, and by their families, from 30 years old and upwards until 50 years old, shalt thou number them, all that enter in to wait upon the service, to do service in the tent of meeting. This is the service of the families of the Goshenites, in serving and in bearing burdens. And they shall bear the curtains of the tabernacle, and the tent of meeting, its coverings, and the coverings of sealskin that is above upon it, and the screen for the door of the tent of meeting, and the hangings of the court, and the screen for the door of the gate of the court, which is by the tabernacle and by the altar around about, and their cords, and all the instruments of their service, and whatsoever there may be to do with them, wherein shall they serve. And at the command of Aaron and his sons shall be all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, in all their burdens and in all their service. And ye shall appoint unto them in charge all their burdens. And this is the service of the families of the sons of the Gershonites. In the tent of meeting, their charge shall be under the hands of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. Hallelujah. Now, this is going to be very short in what I want to share. Because one thing we see when we look at certain books of the Torah, many of us was intimidated by what we read because it seemed like, okay, what can I get from this? Because we see numbers and things being counted and instructions on how something should be made and the utensils and everything's just laid out precisely how YaHoWaH wanted. We see that YaHoWaH even deals the same way with how he wants things done and who he wants to do it. Moshe did not go to the people and say, what do you feel led to do? Moses got instructions from YaHoWaH on what family he wants to do what. So we have to understand, it's some things we may have a desire to do, but that doesn't mean that's what YaHoWaH wants us to do. YaHoWaH gave certain instructions to clans, to family members, to tribes to do certain things. So we have to understand sometimes it's something precisely that YaHoWaH wants you to do. He didn't ask you how you felt about it. He didn't ask you if you felt led into doing it. He gave instructions, and the instructions are to be carried out. Now, as Israelites, we all have the same mantle as being a light unto the nations and being a royal priesthood. That mantle falls on the whole nation. So every Israelite is to let the light of Torah shine forth. Every Israelite is a priest when it comes to being a witness and a servant of YaHoWaH and bearing the light of Torah to those who are in darkness and do not know. But it's certain things that YaHoWaH will demand of certain people. When we get back to the land, we have to understand we will have basically chores to do, certain things that we are supposed to do as a people. And we can't get jealous of somebody else's portion that is assigned to them to do. We are a family. We are a nation. And everybody has their role. So it's not for us to get jealous about somebody else's role. Somebody else's duty seem to be putting the spotlight on them, while what I have to do, I'm kept, behind the scenes and don't nobody know what I'm doing. YaHoWaH is a witness to what you are doing. It's not about getting the accolades from the people. It's about knowing you are carrying out what YaHoWaH has assigned to you. Now, let me share this with you. YaHoWaH could be dealing with you on a certain task he wants you to do, but it was something else you wanted to offer unto him as service. YaHoWaH may not want that from you. That which you desire to do, even though it was unto YaHoWaH, YaHoWaH may not want you to do it. It's a certain thing YaHoWaH wants you to do that will give him honor. Because remember, our desire is to give YaHoWaH honor. And YaHoWaH might require something that we see as simple. But YaHoWaH is saying, you are the man, you are the woman for the job. And this is what I want you to do, because this is the task that will give me honor. So sometimes, my brothers, my sisters, we will not always, as they say, we will not always be in front of the camera. We may be behind the camera. We may be running the camera. We may be doing certain tasks that we don't deem as so great. Doing such a thing would not make a name for myself. We are not trying to make a name for ourselves. We are trying to give honor and glory to the Holy One of Israel. If he just wants you to tend the yard, if he just wants you to be the transportation service, there's many ways that we could give honor to YaHoWaH. Teaching a lesson, singing, writing, doing lectures may not be what YaHoWaH is demanding of you. May not be what YaHoWaH is saying for you to do to give him honor. You may be good at it. You may desire to do it. But the main thing is to give YaHoWaH glory. He may be calling you away from that to do that which he requires of you to do. So it's not for us to get upset. It's not for us to get offended that somebody else has a task, but you feel you're better at doing it. YaHoWaH didn't ask you to do it. It's good for us to come alongside someone that may be struggling in an area that we felt we was the right person for the job. We should come alongside them and assist them in their assignment, because we all have to mature and grow up in that which YaHoWaH desires of us. It's just like in Torah. We have to grow up in Torah. It's some portions of Torah we don't even struggle with. Then there's other portions of Torah that we struggle with. We need to work harder at. But for those of us that is not your weakness, you should come alongside that person that is weak in that area to encourage them and to show them the way. So my brothers and my sisters, as we just read from chapter 4 of Numbers of Demibar on the portion of Naso, we see that YaHoWaH had a certain instruction that he gave to Moses pertaining to a certain clan, a certain family. YaHoWaH gave the instructions. He gave them a certain task to do. He didn't ask them about how they felt about it. He didn't ask them, what do you feel led to do? What's the desire of your heart? He gave out assignments. And sometimes we have to just understand YaHoWaH will do the same with us. He will give us assignments. And we are to simply carry them out so he will get the glory. So my brothers, my sisters, I just want you to think on that right there. Remember to always give YaHoWaH praise and always to obey him. Hallelujah.